Hello team, how's it going? Welcome back to a new video. Hope you all are well, and unless you've been living under a rock, you most probably know that there has been an assassination attempt on former president and current presidential candidate Donald Trump. It's absolutely crazy that this has happened, but what I want to actually go through is my thoughts on it, my thoughts on the Secret Service and how this could have possibly happened. It seems like there's possibly a number of flaws in the planning. Someone who is once one, a former president, and two, a current presidential candidate running for presidency, has God knows how much Secret Service. You see in some of the clips, you've got SWAT teams, you've most probably got FBI in the area, military special forces, and there was still an assassination carried out on him from such close proximity. Like, listen to this clip here where one of the rally supporters actually saw the guy crawling into position, and nothing was still done about it.
We noticed the guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle.
A rifle.
That's what I mean. He had a rifle, and nothing got done about it in that time, okay? Here's a little bit more that's a bit crazy about it. Have a look at this, okay? Here's a picture, a bit of a map of the area. So we'll bring this up a little bit bigger so you can see. So down here, platform where Trump was doing his speech. You've got the supporter stands, and there's a couple of different maps. You saw him say 50 feet, some say around 120 meters. This say to this roof here, to this point where the shooter was, is approximately 140 meters. Apparently on this building here, where you can see this white roof, is where apparently the law enforcement snipers were. So they had great line of sight. So you think if a supporter here is watching Trump, you would hope all the snipers, the spotters, all the other security would be looking out, get eyes on this building and spot them in time. That didn't happen. Secondly, planning, right? Being an ex-soldier, recce soldier, even just a standard regular soldier will know, right? You go in and you're going to do planning. The Secret Service would have known well in advance that he was doing a speech here. They would have gone to the site, done a recce, looked at the area, looked at possible firing positions, any sort of high risk areas, anywhere that they think, on his way in, where could he be sort of encroached, where could he be sort of contacted, where could he be hurt, any sort of buildings in the local area. So this definitely would have been a possible firing point that they would have looked at. So that would have been known. So they've got snipers here. They should definitely constantly had someone eyes on these sorts of arcs. Someone there, someone there, someone there. And then you're going to be looking to the rear to make sure no one's coming up as well. And then out to this flank. Personally, I don't know why they just wouldn't have had security on there. Before, I'm sure they would have got aerial photos. They would have had maps, and they would have gone and done an in-person recce for security before they even gone in. And this definitely would have been ticked off as a possible firing position, guaranteed firing position. Look at it, direct line of sight, only 140 meters. So anyone who's a half decent shot with a half decent rifle is going to be able to get a shot off and pretty much hit his target, which he did. Sounded like from the clips I heard, it was most likely a 2.2 rifle, so a small caliber, nothing too large. Anything bigger would have definitely been fatal. But I think there's been a massive failing within the security team, within the security of President Trump, for sure. There's no way someone should be getting a shot off on this roof. There's not many buildings in the area, so it's not like you're in a built-up area. He's doing it in the middle of New York City, Washington. They've got loads of windows to watch. You've got loads of vehicles in the area. From this picture alone, you don't know what's out to this flank. We can't see. From this picture alone, you've just got one main building and some trees here. So this is definitely an area you're concerned about, massively concerned about. Direct line of sight. I think luckily it was only a 2-2, because if it was anything else, it would have been worse. I think there's been a massive failing. I think Trump needs to look at his security for sure. I think this needs to be brought up to higher chain of command. They need to look at this. You know, like I said, they would have gone and done a recce before in person. They would have had maps. They would have had aerial photos. These are meant to be some of the best security guys in the world. And they've managed, I think it was around 5 to 10 shots. Some people are saying 8 shots were taken before this guy was taken out. And the rally supporters saw him. They were pointing, going, you know, over there, and they still didn't get to it quick enough. Luckily, I do say, once the shots were taken off, security service come in, bundled him, jumped on top of him, covered him, gave him the security he's needed. But it's from the guy crawling up to those first initial shots being taken, that shouldn't have never even happened. From me personally, should not have happened. I think, you know, security perimeter, someone should have at least been on there. Or very close to the area with constant eyes on. That is definitely a guaranteed firing position. And yeah, well, that's my thoughts on it. So like I said, unless you've been living under a rock somewhere today, you would know that the assassination attempt happened. Luckily, it was only minor injuries. Looks like he turned his head as sort of the next few shots were fired, so it sort of missed a direct impact and sort of skimmed past his ear, went off to hospital. Most probably saw the best doctors out there, and he's already been sent home. So thank God for that. He's okay. For the gunman, no, he was gone, taken out. So they did finally get him, but for me, too late. Someone shouldn't have even been able to get into that position. Let alone get 8 shots off, maybe a few more, maybe a few less. That's my thoughts on it anyway. Let us know what your thoughts are. Please comment below. What do you think of this? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm right? I'd be really interested to know, but thanks for watching and I'll see you soon. Introducing today's sponsors, DYU Cycle. In the hustle and bustle of city life, finding the perfect balance between convenience and sustainability can be a challenge. But fear not, because DYU Cycles is here to revolutionise your urban commutes and urban adventures. Introducing the DYU C1, the Optimine of urban mobility. With its sleek design and cutting-edge features, the C1 is not just a bike, but a lifestyle choice. From its 26-inch wheels, 7 gears, disc brakes, front torque, shock absorbers and a vibrant display, it is crafted with precision engineering. The DYU C1 boasts a robust build that can handle the rigorous city's streets with ease and the urban trails. From its responsive disc brakes, its smooth gear transitions, every aspect of the C1 is designed to elevate your riding experience. Don't let its urban prowess fool you. The DYU C1 is equally at home and great in the outdoors. Whether you're exploring the rugged trails or cruising through scenic countryside, the C1's versatility knows no bounds. Let's talk about power. With 3 distinct riding modes, you've got efficient, you've got default and you've got sport. The C1 adapts to your needs. With maximum range for a daily commute, then choose efficient. Craving for that adrenaline-fueled adventure? Switch to sport mode for an exhilarating ride. Here's the best part though. Charging is a breeze. With the DYU C1, simply plug in and power up. With no hassle of removing the battery, it's convenience redefined. So whether you're zipping through the city streets or exploring the hidden trails, make every an adventure with DYU Cycles. Join the movements to sustainable transportation and embrace the freedom of electric biking. Power your ride with DYU Cycles, where innovation meets adventure. Experience the future of urban mobility with DYU Cycles. Check them out in the link below. Really support the channel. They provide high quality bikes. I appreciate every link and purchase. If you have any questions, then don't hesitate to send me an email or contact me on Instagram. Once again, thank you to today's sponsor, DYU Cycles.